I am about to run the 40th of 40 maps in a series I've been working on. And I'll just go ahead and show what I have set up right now. So I've been running Harbingers, strong boxes, increased magic pack size, and quantity applies to rarity. I've been running that on all 40 of these maps. Been running Promenade, hopefully getting lucky enough to find some nurse cards and or patient cards, sorry, patient looking to upgrade to the nurse, and then the doctor, then to get a headhunter. I've been running Rusted Ambush, Rusted Harbinger, Rusted Divination, and technically Rusted Reliquary. But I'm not buying one more to finish this off. So I've just used one of the ones I found. I've kept track of all my cost for Scarabs. I've kept track of all my cost for Sextants. I've ran Ambush and as the core of every single one of these. And yeah, been doing basically the same thing the entire time. So trying to figure out what changes to strategies I like best. And so I'll show my Atlas tree real fast before I enter this. And I am doing the Wildwood. I was working my way up towards some more Delirium up here, but I don't have the last 5 points that I technic for the Atlas yet. I haven't got them. Let's see what else. So the core of every single strategy that I've been running, I have changed all sorts of parts of this around, but I've had a core that's been very consistent every single time. I've been running Searing Exarch, Strong Boxes, and Harbingers, and that's been on every single one. I've tried a little bit of Harvest. I've tried a little bit of Blight. I've tried some Delirium, some Beyond. I did Abyss earlier. I don't like the way Ritual feels on this character. I did try a couple. Essence is too crazy, so I'm not willing to mess with Essence. They also take too long to kill if you're using the Wildwood, and if I which is what I am doing. So what else is there? There is I talked Ultimatum. It doesn't really apply to the. I don't like this in terms of with Wildwood. I don't think it makes sense. Mirrors of Delirium, I'm using that. Contracts are fine. You pick them up as you go. Legions, I don't kill fast enough, and I don't have enough AoE to kill legions, so those don't do too well for me. Sacred Grove was fine, but it's really slow. I prefer this with when I'm running destructive play or just map farming. So Expedition would probably work well. I have not tried that one yet, but there are a lot of monsters that spawn with it, including a bunch of rares, so that could be good. Abyss is great, and Breach, I tried Breach. I don't kill the monsters fast enough because this build requires ramping up, and yeah, I just don't kill them fast enough in the Breach to be effective. I feel like Breach could be an effective play style for this, but as I said, the Wildwood makes them too tanky, and I don't kill them fast enough, so it's not viable for me. But let's see what we get here. So you saw I put in Ambush, so that's 4 chaos. It gave us a Delirium Mirror, so we're going to go ahead, and this map is just I'll show it real fast. 10 strong boxes, Reflected Elemental, don't care about any of that. Increased life, increased area effect, none of that matters. Divination, those are from Scarabs. Harbingers, that's from Sextants. Pack size, Sextant. Yeah, that's about it. So we're gonna run the Wildwood, see what it has available. Okay, nothing down there. So, oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, wait, there we go. As I say, there should be one nearby based on... It seems like if I don't see a path at the beginning, there's normally some sort of, I don't know, event or node, I don't know if that's what you want to call it, nearby for you to interact with. Okay, 3,000, that's not too bad. I think purple and blue are both this way. What do we have? Oh, nice. It's giving me a lot of the blue, which is good. Alright, let's see if we can find our way to anything else. There's some purple this way, so let's head this way. That was a lot of purple monsters. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's still really good, though. Okay. Monster right here. I think it's tanky. But yeah, I've figured out quite a bit about the Wildwood, both from watching other people reading and just playing around. And can say I can definitely confirm that what some other people have found to be true. And then, one, this place is tanky. Not only are the monsters tanky, it requires, and I did not mean to exit out of the map, it requires you to be tanky or do a ton of damage. We'll just run in here, so I exit out. All right, there we go. And there is a Mirror of Delirium here, so this will be really interesting here in a minute. But there's, I don't know, there's a, while in the Wildwood, you want to follow the paths to look for events. If there's none nearby when you start, there's normally an event already nearby. You want to do those, and then kill monsters. It basically grants the most extra juice for the map. So we're gonna, ooh, okay. See how well this goes. Holy moly, that monster's tanky. I did notice something funky a bit ago, that most of my deaths are to me killing myself, and I did not realize that's what was taking place. Okay, nice, there we go. So I've been running this strategy for about 4 or 5 days now, and I wanted to just test different things, different I guess you'd say theories of what I thought would work best with the Wildwood. And there's a couple of things that I've seen common amongst people doing. I see a lot of people running lower tier maps because they are easier to survive and easier to kill off these ridiculously tanky monsters, which is definitely true. And I mean, this is a T16 map, so I don't have the most DPS in the world, but I'm not like, it's not small either. It could be more than what it currently is. But as a result, it does hamper my progress some. If I did more damage, I could go through this faster and find it easier to survive. Whatever adds, at least in my opinion, whatever adds to the natural amount of rare monsters in the map is probably one of the most effective things you can do for this. For Wildwood, rare monsters just have so much chance to, that was very close to me dying, to dropping amplified loots and currency, so I've been really happy with the build as it's performed on. I think I'm sitting on, my build's sitting at 11 Divine right now. I still haven't really upgraded it from where I left off previously. And it definitely needs some upgrades at this point. But I have figured out the playstyle a bit more, which is what is allowing me to basically manage some of this. Nice. Delirium is wonderful when it spawns, but like forcing it onto the map is a bit challenging at times. I don't know, that I did okay there with the that did okay for I think if I get a little bit more damage going, I could run the I'll take that. I could run the breaches, which I do like doing breaches. I think they're really fun, actually. But I need a bit more. Oh, nice. That's a good drop. I need some. I need a bit more loot first in order to do so. That is a very useful drop. I do not have my Empower support yet for this build, and that will save me a lot of currency. Thing, it does not want to die. Look how much life it's regenerating. Holy crap. I mean, I'm dealing around, I think with 10 trauma stacks, I'm still dealing per hit. It's like, I think it's still dealing like 7 million damage per second, and it's just not enough. Rogue Exiles are a pain in the butt. They never drop anything good. And then on top of it, they're super tanky, take forever to kill, and can kill you. At least me. There's another Rogue Exile. Loot looks solid so far. But yeah, this is what I've been running so far, and I've thought the strategy's been perfectly fine. My only thing that I would like to change about this is I would like a strategy which I don't have to purchase a bunch of stuff in order to make it function. I'd like to just sustain it or be able to use it at its bare minimum. And I've been thinking, and I should have enough, hopefully, after doing this and going over loot to rework my Atlas. I've reworked it so many times already, just trying to figure out what I like and what I don't like. I think I have a strategy that might be like really effective, but I have to try it. And then I'll have to see if it even fits. I'll have to use one of the Atlas tools to check it out before I actually attempt to use it. As you can see, my character's handling this okay. It could be, it could be better. But it's definitely pushing its way through. It can definitely manage the damage. At least the most of it. Is that a Rogue Exile? No, that's the boss. Oh. It's like, why is that even more tanky than normal? What a ridiculous Rogue Exile. And I have to be really careful right now because I can kill myself. The only curse I inflict, I'm immune to, so it doesn't do anything. But grant me potentially a little bit more loot at the end here. Oh, I'd take that. There's so much stuff. My goodness. I'll come back and get that in a second. I'm also going to put down a portal. So I'm probably going to die to this boss up here. So he committed suicide. Nice. Okay. So I need to... I'm not sure how to deal with that. That means my trauma stacks are overpowering my physical defense. And that often happens when my flasks drop. So, I mean, a mage blood would take care of that immediately, but that's not an option right now. I do not have the currency for that, so... Oh my gosh, it's regenerating. The other one. See, I'm hitting 25 trauma stacks, and it's just too much to deal with. Let's go ahead and go like this. Just activate them all. See if I can... Alright, let's lure you over here. Away from the concert. Oh, it's on consecrated ground, that's why. Okay. Nice, there we go. That took a lot of effort. The one benefit of running a map like Jungle Valley is I don't have to deal with the boss, except for on the very last one to get the invitation. It's gonna follow me all the way back here. And it's going to get smacked. All right. So that's the strategy I'm running, and it takes me a good 10, 15, no, not 10, 15, about between, it depends on the map, 8 to 12 minutes to complete a map like this. And this, I'm going to deposit my currency here. I don't care about that. We'll keep that in there. I haven't counted any of the bubblegum currency. Ironically, I've only somehow required 2 delirium orbs. However that makes sense, I don't really know. It's garbage. That's really cool. I haven't counted my map. Excuse me. I haven't counted my map drops, and I haven't counted. We can just check real fast while you wait for. I'm waiting right now for the POE stack to update, and I've been running Promenade. I ran probably about 35 Promenade, 3 Crimson Temple, and 2 Atolls. I have. I don't think I can run those. So I have, what is this, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 16 promenades ready to be ran. And if I go up here to Atoll, I have another 20 Atolls. So and if I include the ones that I can't run, I'm well over. So I've out-sustained the maps I've ran. So that's good. So I'm not counting maps towards anything. Let's see here. So that's the loot. This is what I'm sitting on in my stash tab right now. Nothing too impressive. I have 20 divines sitting around. In terms of currency, when I started this strategy, I started with, let me think here. Now I have sold stuff too, so I didn't keep track of how much chaos I did keep track of how much chaos I spent, though, so I'm going to pull out the calculator right here. So my total spendings to set this up, the sextants cost 60 plus 60 plus 80 plus 30 chaos. So 230 chaos in sextants. And then my, let's see here, Scarabs came out to a total of 75 plus 51 plus 48 plus 50 plus 48. So 272 and Scarabs for 40 maps. So if I add those two together, 272 plus 230, it's like 502. Yeah. So 502 chaos divided by 40. So talking about 12.55 plus the Harbinger, not the Harbinger, plus the lockbox is another 4 chaos. So plus 4. So that's my cost per map, 16.55 chaos. So in order to make a profit, let's see, 16.55 times 40 that's the total value, 662 chaos. So I need to make up 662 chaos. Clearly, I far out exceeded that. That's not an issue. I'm curious how much it actually is worth, though. So let's see here. I'm going to pull up PoE stack. All right, here we go. PoE stack. Let's go ahead and... Yep. No, we want to just do last 10 minutes. Okay, there we go. That way it doesn't compare against anything else. And I just want to load this one stash tab in and see what I managed to... We'll see if it's even up to date, actually. All right, so showing 36 divine. Let's see here. Yeah, everything being because I just dumped everything from my inventory. Let's see what it looks like. Does it have the? It's not counting them power support, but let me make sure this matches my actual tab. Yeah, it does. Okay, and that should include those. Yes. Okay, so it looks like everything's in there. 35 divine. It's not counting these at all. Okay. I don't even see them power support on here. Okay, so that's total value is 36 divine, which is 7,683 chaos. So 7683. Let's get the calculator back out. We'll just 7683 is 7,021 chaos worth of total loot. And then if I take that, I don't know why I just, I need, how much is a divine worth? 215 right now. Okay. So 7021 divided by 215. So 32.6 divine is total value. After my setup cost. It's pretty solid. And then from there, I think we'll take the average at 10 minutes a map. So let's see here. This is going to be low income, I think. So, Let's see here. It took me... So 40 maps times 10 is 400. Divided by 60. 6.6 hours. Okay. So 7021 divided by 6.66 hours. That is... Okay, I did that wrong. Sorry. 332.6 divine divided by 6.66 hours. 5 divine an hour. Okay, so this would, I mean, it's 5 divine an hour, and clearly I've made a ton of currency. This also took me multiple days to do because it's over a holiday, and that's perfectly fine. That being said, I think that this would imply that I need to do some changes to this to make this a bit more efficient. 5 divine an hour is not very much. I don't think it's worth a good value of time spent here, considering I can run... I think I can run Delve at about 5 divine an hour, and that requires absolutely 0 investment. So... because I can, I can hit like in 10 minutes, I can hit like 5 to 7 nodes. And if I hit one resonator or one good delve, So I kind of been using that as a benchmark as I've been trying delve a lot. And I don't know, that doesn't. And then the strategy I was using last league with minimal investment was running, 12 and a half divine an hour. So I don't think this is... so I'm going to have to make some changes here and figure out what I'm going to do with my Atlas. But I'm going to sell this. That way I can make some upgrades for my character and go from there. But before I go ahead and close this off here, I have a Voldo's Puzzle Box, which is worth how much right now? 2.6 divine. I feel like I should open it. And I think I have 2... let's type it in. Key. Yeah, I have 2. I have a two Voidborn Reliquary keys. You know, I could sell them, or I can open them. We're gonna open them. I normally open them. So, hardly anything ever good comes out of these for me, but we'll see here. Ah, yes. A Heartbound Loop. Worth a whole, obviously, 1 chaos. Those phrases are so... Good lord. Okay, well, we'll store this in here so it looks nice and pretty. And then we'll go and do the next one. I assume that's Princess then. Yep. And I don't know how... I know how these work, so we're going to store this. What do you give? A Foil Venter's Gamble. Interesting. A T-17 Burial Chambers. You know what? It's unmodifiable. That's pretty cool, actually. It's unmodifiable. Does that mean I can't put Scarabs in place? I can't put anything there. Can I do Scarabs at all? What are the modifiers on it? Inflict Petrification. Oh, that sounds fun. I don't know what that means. Okay, I can't modify it at all. Oh, that's a heck of a gamble. Let's do it. Why not? Oh, tell you what I'm not doing. I am not even trying the Wildwood in here. Let's lure all these together. These things are tanky as heck. Holy crap. I don't know if I have to do the rituals or not. Let's do. Okay. Okay, let's try it. This is funny because this is what I did not realize that this is what. And clearly, I knew what I was doing when I clicked this, but I did not understand that that's what. Like when I kept seeing people like blah 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 was sent to the void, that this is what this meant. So. Nice. The amount of life that these monsters have is crazy. Well then, so much for that. Nice. Well, time to create a new character. And I shall do that a bit later. That part downstairs was utterly nutty. I don't even know what that was. Oh, that was interesting, though. Because I don't even think that doesn't even get sent to standard, does it? Nope. Well, then. That's an interesting change.